go again, and I can scarcely believe it, because as you join us tonight, we're ready for our final slice of action in this season, and on this, our first series of Pirate videos. Well, the burning question, of course, on everybody's mind is, how did the Pirates get on in the second leg of the Knockout Cup at Coventry? Who better to tell us than, of course, the man who's kept us in touch with all of the races this year, our own Graham Sutton.
An incredible evening for the travelling 450 fans from Poole who made the journey on a very cold and wet evening, but their travels, and they were rewarded for their travels by that incredible end to the Knockout Cup, and so the treble is still very much on the cards as a result of that astounding victory.
Thank you, Graham, and what an incredible year it has been then, and it's lived up to all the promise that the pre-season pundits put upon us. They said that Poole would sweep the board, and it looks like that's exactly what they've done. Well, of course, one more title still to go for, and tonight only Eastbourne and a 6-point deficit in the first leg stand in the way of the Poole Pirates and the British League Cup.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't sound much, does it? But it's going to be, a bit of a job to pull it back. Conditions tonight are not the best, but they've worked very hard on the track, and I've just had a word with the boys, and we're up for it.
Well, I dare say that both sides, both the Eagles and the Pirates, are itching to get into action, and I'm sure that they're as anxious to get this settled as we are to watch it. So, without further delay, it's time for the last time this season to say, let's go and join Graham.
Well, second leg of this British League Cup, and we're on to race 2 with the Pirates taking a much-needed 5-1 in the first race from Craig Boyce and Antonio Lindback, ahead of Ulrich OSTERGAARD and Dave Norris, who tailed off, not happy with these wet conditions here tonight at Wimborne Road. But track staff have scraped off the worst of the wet, and we have, if not raceable, certainly more than rideable track conditions here at Wimborne Road this evening for this final match of the 2003 season. Perhaps not the best conditions for a finale, but nevertheless a winning start brings the margin between the two teams from 6 points, which was the Eagles' lead, down to 2. And here we have Tony PRIMMER and David Ruud doing battle with Neville TATUM and Matt Reed for the Eagles. And immediately around the first bend, David Ruud and Tony PRIMMER make it look as if the Pirates are going to take another 5-1 here to already move into an aggregate league. So the treble is already on the cards, because the Pirates are now in front overall in this third playoff competition. They've swooped the Elite League, they've already annexed the KO Cup, and with just 2 heats gone, the Eagles have lost their 6-point home leg advantage, as David Ruud, the Swede at number 7, and Tony PRIMMER, an ever-present in the British League Cup for the Pirates this season, in second place. And it's just one Eagle left, that's Neville TATUM, with Matt Reed having pulled up with bike trouble. It's going to be one of those evenings here tonight, but the Pirates take a second 5-1, leading 10-2 on the evening, and what a start for the homeboys here at Wimborne Road. On to race number 3 with Magnus ZETTERSTROM, the Poole heat leader in the red helmet, going from grid 3. His partner, the young Sheffield rider who's filled in on a number of occasions when Poole have been hard pushed, particularly appears in matches against Eastbourne, and that's Ricky Ashworth. Experience number 3 for the Eagles in the shape of Dean Barker, and this is the strongest pairing for them, because at number 4 and in the yellow and black helmet on the wide outside grid is Joonas KYLMAKORPI. So an intriguing race in prospect here, but already the Pirates hold a 52 points to 50 aggregate lead after trailing by 6 points. So encouraging early signs here for the Pirates as we start the race with heat number 3. And Ricky Ashworth is out of the gate in fine style. I've not seen him here in action so far this evening. And Magnus ZETTERSTROM there clipping the fence on the back straight, but he's certainly in fine form, and he goes around his team partner Ricky Ashworth to make it look as if the Pirates are going to take another 5-1 here. What a start they've made. Dean Barker trailing badly at the back there. I scarcely believe that that's the same rider who scored quite prolifically against the Pirates in the Elite League, but he's obviously not overly happy with the wet conditions, and in fact it's Joonas KYLMAKORPI who's filling in the third spot. But after that hesitant first bend, it's Magnus ZETTERSTROM who's comfortably out in front for the Pirates. Ricky Ashworth, what a prospect he looks. He's been scoring fairly well for Sheffield in Premier and Conference racing, but here he's come out and he's showing a clean pair of wheels, if that's possible on a muddy evening like this, to two experienced Elite League riders in the shape of Dean Barker and Joonas KYLMAKORPI. Another 5-1. Well, that's 3 maximum heats to the Pirates. They lead by 15 points to 3 and 57-51 overall. So they've turned the tables on the Eagles, and it's they who lead on aggregate by 6 points after 3 races. Well, as we approach heat number 4, I'm sure Pirates supporters here at Wimborne Road this evening were very pleased that they've taken 3 maximum heat wins to go 15-3 up, but they will be mindful of the fact that Coventry did a very similar thing in the second leg of the KO Cup final at Coventry at Brandon just at the weekend. Before that incredible and amazing, probably one of the best comebacks in a major competition of all time, and the Pirates recovering to, although went down by 2 points, they won by 2 points on aggregate, as we said in the match introduction, and that will have to hang with Neil Middleditch and the Pirates, because as they line up already 15-3 to the good, they must be prepared for a similar sort of comeback by the Eagles in wet conditions. Doesn't look likely so far, because it doesn't seem to be a terrible appetite for the conditions, but things could swing around. Here we have Bjarne PEDERSEN and David Ruud coming out against Adam Shields and Matt Reed, and it's in fact Matt Reed who makes the gate, but Bjarne PEDERSEN around him on the first bend to lead the race, with Adam Shields in second and David Ruud trailing at the back. So this time it's just not looking as if we've got a 5-1 on our cards, but the Pirates will be happy with the drawn race, 3 to each side. And the Eagles tucking in the minor placing. Bjarne PEDERSEN looks as if he's got the measure of the conditions. He's pulling further and further away, whereas David Ruud somewhat hesitant at the back there. These are not conditions that are ideal for racing, and I think passing may be at a premium, certainly in the early heats. If we have no further rain, the heavy rain that we've already had today may gradually disappear from the top of the track surface, which is extremely slimy at an hour before the start, and there was a fair bit of debate with the Eastbourne management as to whether this match would actually go ahead. But here we are, the proof of the pudding is right out there on the line as Bjarne PEDERSEN takes the checkered flag, and heat 4 is a drawn race, 3 to each side. It means that the scoreline moves on to 18-6 in favour of the Pirates. Swiftly on to Heat 8, and my predictions there would be TAC subs in this one failed to materialise. So the Pirates programme riders in the red, Antonio Lindback, and his partner is David Ruud. And for the Eagles, Ulrich OSTERGAARD and Matt Reed. So intriguing battling prospect here. David Ruud had a good first race with coming in behind his partner Tony PRIMMER. Then he had trailed in last, and much the same for Antonio, with a second place behind his partner and then an engine failure. So they've managed to resolve their various problems and can recapture their first race form. And it'll be the Pirates back on a winning trail. But Pirates off 2 and 4 this time as the green light goes on. And off they go with Antonio Lindback on in the blue helmet, and sorry, Antonio Lindback in the red helmet. It's David Ruud out in front in the blue, and Antonio is trailing at the back there. They're trying to get amongst the two Eagles, and does indeed as he goes up the back straight round the pair of the Eagles. What a superb bit of speedway that was from the young Swede. And so we got a Swedish 5-1 for Poole here this time, as he really did outclass the two Eagles, and that certainly will warm up the crowd here on a bitterly cold October evening at the end of this 2003 season. And out in front, the two Pirates with a lap to go look as if they're going to record a 5-1 with David Ruud, his partner Antonio Lindback. In third place, it's the number 2 for the visitors, Ulrich OSTERGAARD, making his first appearance here. And there goes the checkered flag. The crowd are happy. Back on the winning streak for the Pirates. The 5-1 makes the progressive total 32-16 in their favour, and it's 74-64, a 10-point aggregate lead overall. Well, 3 races to go. Heat 13 brings out the respective 1 and 5 riders. Craig Boyce and Bjarne PEDERSEN for Poole, Dave Norris and Adam Shield for the Eastbourne Eagles. And it's quite simple for the Pirates to win the British League Cup on aggregate. They need to pick up another point from a race. So if they can prevent the Eagles from scoring 5-1 maximums in each of the last 3 races, then they're home and dry. And this time they've got Craig Boyce on grid 2, Bjarne PEDERSEN, who's not been beaten by an opponent so far, but he is out there on grid 4. So this will be an intriguing race here. If the Pirates can pick up some sort of first or second place in this one, then the trophy is there. So will this be the race to decide the outcome of the trophy? It looks as if Craig Boyce has got his sights firmly on the trophy because he's out in front, and if he remains out in front, then that will be good enough. But goodness me, in second place in yellow, Adam Shields looked as if he was trying everything, but all that resulted in is that Bjarne PEDERSEN was able to find a gap and come through, and he now is alongside his partner Craig Boyce. The skipper takes the inside line, Bjarne PEDERSEN on the outside line, and it looks like a 5-1. And if it is, with a lap to go, Pirates are the British League Cup champions. One lap in which the Pirates need to hold on. Bjarne PEDERSEN and Craig Boyce will be adding the British League Cup to their impressive Knockout Cup and Elite League Championships. They have indeed. It's a 5-1. We've become accustomed to seeing that this year. Elite League champions, Knockout Cup champions, and now British League Cup champions. The Pirates have made a clean sweep of all the major Speedway silverware in season 2003. A great season in prospect as we started in March, and as it unfolded, we've seen success upon success, and for the final time this season here at Wimborne Road, the crowd assembles to pay tribute to these gladiators out on the track. The conditions not ideal tonight, but they've raced it up, they've won the other trophy, they've got the trio, the full set, and congratulations to them and to everyone here at Poole Speedway for a magnificent feat here this wonderful season. On to Heat 14 then, and the silverware safely on the sideboard. The Pirates still making a reserve change with David Ruud coming in the blue helmet to pair up with Ricky Ashworth. They're coming out against Joonas KYLMAKORPI, and it's Neville TATUM who comes in the yellow helmet to take the place of Matt Reed. That's how they line up in the penultimate race of this meeting, and indeed of the season. And into the first bend is David Ruud, and he's out in front of Joonas KYLMAKORPI with Ricky Ashworth in third, but Joonas KYLMAKORPI goes right round the outside of David Ruud to take the lead. Late flurry by the Eastbourne Eagles. Neville TATUM bringing up the rear then, so it looks as if the Pirates will be more than content to pack in for the minor places here. Joonas KYLMAKORPI out in front. It's David Ruud and Ricky Ashworth in minor places, and the short race will move the scoreline along to 53-31 in favour of the Pirates, so they really have absolutely torn the Eagles to shreds here this evening with a lap to go, and Joonas KYLMAKORPI salvaging a little bit of pride for his club, but as we have one more race remaining, it's the Pirates in the minor places, and the Pirates already eyeing up those medals as the checkered flag greets Joonas KYLMAKORPI 3-3, and it's 53-31 the scoreline. So here we are, lining up for the final race of season 2003 here at Wimborne Road. Nominated riders for Heat 15 for Poole, Bjarne PEDERSEN and Magnus ZETTERSTROM. Somewhat fitting because two Scandinavian riders who have ridden superbly here this evening, and both of them remaining unbeaten from their 4 rides. They're coming out against the best of the visitors in Joonas KYLMAKORPI and Adam Shields. So it's 53-31 the score of the match on the night, and 95-81 the Pirates lead in the competition, a winning lead at that. and so much was predicted, so much promise at the start of this season, which had a very early hiccup with the home defeat by Coventry. Since then, whilst it hasn't been plain sailing, the Pirates have steadily built up winning leads in all of the competitions, culminating here tonight in this British League Cup. So the final race of the season, and it's Bjarne Pedersen out in front with the Eagles tracking in the minor places. Magnus ZETTERSTROM deciding he's going to have another blast around the outside, but he's stuck right at the back at the moment. The Eagles indulging in the spot of team riding. Bjarne Pedersen then out in front. In the green helmet, Joonas KYLMAKORPI, and in the yellow, it's Adam Shields and Magnus. Perhaps he's saving his energy for an after-match celebratory dance, but he's been unbeaten so far, and he won't give up without a fight. There he goes. He's once again taking the outside line. It's a little bit sticky out there, and maybe not the quickest way around, and with a lap to go, it looks as if we're going to end with a drawn race. Bjarne Pedersen comfortably out in front, where he's been all evening, and around the final turn, the final bend of the season, and a final winning race for Bjarne Pedersen. In the yellow helmet, Adam Shields, Joonas KYLMAKORPI in the green helmet third, and Magnus ZETTERSTROM it was in fourth place. Final score in this British League Cup, final second leg. Poole 56, Eastbourne 34, and Poole, by dint of a 98-84 aggregate win, are the British League Cup winners, consolidating their Elite League and Knockout Cup wins. And it's a clean sweep of the major silverware as the curtain comes down on 2003 season. The fireworks are out, the fans are up off of their seats, and it's a gala evening here at Wimborne Road as we say farewell to everyone in this wonderful season 2003.
Magnus ZETTERSTROM! Well, you've done it. You've got the trophy.
That's right, at least 1 out of 3.
That's what it's all about, mate.
Yeah, that's true. I wish I was here for the other 2 as well. So just great that Poole have had a great season, and same with the fantastic crowd here as well. They always seems to be here. I mean, with the bad weather or crap weather or whatever you say here in England.
Yeah, crap it,
And I mean, it's awesome. They are just here for 100%. So it's great to be here riding.
That's what it's all about. It's lovely to have you back. What about the winter months? What's your plans?
I'm going to look after my family and start to build up for the next season, and lots of things, you know. Maybe work a little bit as well, like normal people.
They got it made, haven't they, ladies and gentlemen? Show your appreciation for Magnus ZETTERSTROM! No, man, you just can't put it down. No. In England, we say, this is your life. I don't know what it means in Sweden. Antonio Lindback, ladies and gentlemen. Antonio, congratulations. Nice trophy for you.
Yeah, this is my third on 1 month, so...
Yeah, 31 months. That's pretty good going, yeah? What? Good going, yeah? Yeah? Pretty good going, yeah? You are a joke. You enjoy life, I love to see it. Have you enjoyed it with us?
Yeah, of course, I hope I can come back in the next
Do we want him back? Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Lindback. Now, before we greet the skipper of the pack, let's have a few words with the man who roared to 15 points tonight. Your very own Well, Bjarne, there's a statement in England which says you save your best for last. You've certainly done that, haven't you?
Yeah, it's good to have a little more energy in that season, but hope I can keep it.
That's what it's all about. But you certainly look fast and furious tonight.
Yeah, I feel good. Maybe we need a little more rain or however.
Yeah, that's what it's all about here, isn't it?
So, no, the form is to the normal.
3 trophies for you.
Yeah, it's really fantastic. So,
message for the fans?
Yeah, you know, I will say thanks to the fans. I missed the dinner dance, so thanks to the crowd here, thanks to promoters, to Neil, to the teams and my mechanic, and all my sponsors. So, thank you to everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mr. Bjarne PEDERSEN. And there's the man we've all been waiting for. Well, Craig, what does it mean to hold that couple up tonight, eh?
It's great, you know, it's been, I think, 15 or 16 years I've been associated with Poole, and Poole brought me over this country, and it's just nice to, after the boys won the league and the knockout cup, the pressure was on to win tonight, and I just like to thank both the promoters, all the supporters, especially Matt, you know, I had no teams product at the start of the year. He offered me the British League Cup, you know, and I appreciate that, and just the fans and the support I've had this year for my testimonial, and it's been a fun year, so thanks very much.
Lovely to talk to you. Well, I'll ask you one more time, if you wouldn't mind, Craig, to hold off. Ladies and gentlemen, your captain, Craig Boyce! Well, before we go, ladies and gentlemen, before they go right on the victory parade, I think we better have a few words with the promoter. Matt, the dream has finally come true.
To be honest, I never even dreamt of that winning the treble. I mean that is more than a dream, isn't it? But yeah, a fantastic season. You know, fingers crossed we can do the same again next year. Eh?
That's what it's all about. Good luck in the Congress. Matt Ford, ladies and gentlemen. And Mike, your thoughts?
Well, we couldn't be happier, obviously, to win all the major trophies available to teams this year. The only way we're going to top it is if during the winter we as promoters make a 4th trophy, and then we'll try and win all 4 for you next year. Thanks for your support. Have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Thank you.
That's Ford and Mike Golden, ladies and gentlemen. So there they are. They're aboard the pickup truck, coming round for their lap of honour. The winners of the 2003 British League Cup.
Craig Boyce, skipper of the successful team. Is that job done, Craig?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's been a long process since the start of, I think it was start of April. So, yeah, you know, we've done it, got the treble for Poole, and everybody's had a good night. So, no, it was good.
And that makes the season all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It was different for me. You know, good testimonial year and a British League Cup, but it definitely makes it worth it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
So that brings our coverage of the 2003 Pirates to a close this evening. And I can't believe that the season has gone so quickly. At the beginning of the series, we said that we'd bring you inside of the 2003 Pirates, and we hope that we've been able to do just that with our features and our look at the racing from sometimes a slightly different angle. Well, certainly the gentleman next to me, Graham Sutton, you've enjoyed the season as much as I have, I'm sure. It's just been a fantastic year to be following the Pirates.
It certainly has. When I've obviously been looking at the season through the commentator's seat, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It was the first year in that position, and I think the features and the racing have all added up to a wonderful and enjoyable experience, and I hope that the viewers enjoyed it as much as I have.
Well, we have enjoyed it here at Pirate Videos, and I can tell you that it wouldn't have been possible without the cooperation of a lot of people here at Poole Speedway. I must thank first, of course, all the riders that have taken part and been so cooperative with their time, particularly at times when we've approached them very close to start time, and I know that their minds have perhaps been elsewhere, but they have been fantastic in keeping us informed. Also, of course, naturally to Matt and Mike, who helped us to conceive the idea of Pirate Videos and have been behind it the whole way through. Our thanks go to Alan Whale, of course, for giving us the photographs that have made up our packaging, and to the people that have sold the videos, that's Mike Noble and Sue Bradford. So thank you to all of them, and most of all, thank you to you for supporting us and buying these videos. We hope that we'll be back next year and we'll be able to give you more of the same, and perhaps next season we'll see another Pirates team performing in a similar way. Let's all hope so. Our hopes for them, and of course for you, is for a happy Christmas, a good new year, and we're looking forward to seeing you again in 2003. But from me, Nigel Leahy, from Graham and from Rob behind the camera, a very good evening to you. Thanks for watching us, and remember to keep watching us when we come back.